Hi, everybody. This is Jan Stringer, and I'm very excited to be hosting it's kind of like the grand finale or the grand tamale, whatever you want to call it, of a number of Zoominars that I've been hosting in the last couple of weeks and getting ready for our program to start tomorrow. So this will be, I'll do more Zoominars, but this is the last one in this series of really how I harness the law of attraction and also how strategic attraction played the big part in being able to wrap my arms around using it for business. And so I'm here to answer your questions. I'm here to tell you a little bit about what the program is involves with the program. And really, it's pretty informal other than that. Not a big sales pitch, just here's the facts. So before we get started, I always like to tell people to write down a goal because the amazing things start to get stirred up in these kind of calls. And so if you have a goal that you're wanting to bring forward, or something that you're trying to make your mind up about, or maybe something that you're looking for guidance on, if you set the goal and the intention at the beginning of the call, you can use the energy that you're receiving here to help you surface the solution that you're looking for. So I'll give you a minute to just write down your intention for the call and your goal. If you could wave your magic wand and have anything you want, what would you like to receive today? So I'll give you a minute to think about that. Let's see, if you're just joining in, welcome. We're just taking a few minutes to write down our intentions for the call, something that you would like to get out of being here, but also if you could wave your magic wand and have anything you want, what would that goal be that you would like to accomplish? Something in your business, something in your life. And welcome to those that are just joining. Patricia and Sheila. Welcome aboard. Well, okay, now you knew I was going to ask anybody that cares to share what was your intention, or what would you like to get out of today's call? And maybe if you'd like to share what your goal is. Anybody? Somebody's whistling.
Yep, that's my phone telling me I got an email. So I guess since I'm speaking, my goal is to be fully involved in this next SACAT Fall 2018 course. And my intention today is basically supporting you and encouraging everyone on the call that the SACAT course is valuable and very worth taking.
Thank you for that. Yes, Carrie's one of my loyal raving fans, and that's what happens when you get involved with our work. Everybody shifts over from being customers to being friends, and Carrie's been a loyal friend. So something else, anybody else care to share your intention?
Actually, I have a question.
Okay.
Because I'm not, I just joined because of the email I was receiving following the book, and I didn't know what it was about at all. And I'm not in a place I'm not joining any more class or program or whatever in the short term. So I don't know if it's a good thing if I'm staying or not. So basically my intention was just to see how I can take what I know to the next level.
Perfect. You know, just use this call for that. I mean, there's always great energy that comes from the call, and you never know if this would be something that you would like to do in the future, or maybe even right now. You never know. Let's see. Margot, 5 to 6 clients to help pilot our new Vitalize Your Workforce initiative. I'm reading on the chat, specifically the consulting platform, and most specifically Corporate Vitality Health Assessment Software and Process. Ooh, that sounds very fascinating. And by the end of March, she'd like to have experienced and walk forward with proof and confidence. Okay, cool. Very, very well thought out. All right. All right, so what I wanted to do today, we've been doing a number, if you're just joining first time today, I've been doing quite a few of the Facebook Live and then the Zoominars to also help people to understand what strategic attraction is all about. And it all started when you probably downloaded a copy of the book, or maybe you've been hanging out longer than that. But strategic attraction is the heart of all of the work that I teach. It started out to be a sales and marketing technique. I'll tell you the truth, back in the day, it was really designed to create sales, create marketing. And what we found out is that by using the strategic attraction plan, that it not only was a strategy for helping to understand who I want to work with. We've got a little background noise. Carrie, I'm going to mute you if you don't mind. There you go. Anyway, it turns out that strategic attraction was way more than just sales and marketing. If that wasn't enough, what it was actually a foundational, like a foundational tool for business. And that a lot of times people jump into action to get their businesses started. You know, they want to get the obvious things, the website, the business cards, the brochure. They want to do the branding. You want to do all those wonderful things, but they jump over the most important part and try to do things the way other people tell them to do it without checking in with themselves first. And so that's what the strategic attraction plan is all about. It's a strategy for getting clear and focused about what's perfect for me. And regardless of whether everybody in the planet is doing things another way or a certain way, if it's not perfect for me, then it's not going to ever be perfect. So this strategy is helping us to learn to exercise that muscle of choosing what's right for me, because in my inner knowing, I know what I need and what's next for me and what's best for me. But sometimes we need a community of people to help us to see beyond where we can see on our own. And this is another thing that I've talked about in the Zoominars, is that in the book Anam Cara, which translates to, in Celtic tradition, the meaning is soul friend. Anam, A-N-A-M, Cara, second word, C-A-R-A, soul friend. And that's what we found, that in the SACAT, what we're doing for each other is helping us to really see what's in our own heart and soul about what's perfect for us. And so there's nowhere else on the planet really where we can go and be seen for truly who we are. And it's something that's next to impossible, if not impossible, to see about our own self. So that's one of the big things that happens when people start to participate with our work, is that maybe they started out and wanting to do something that was going to help them with sales and marketing, which it will, but they found out, oh, I think, okay, I'm going to mute you there. Laz, is it? L-A-Z? Okay. But sometimes we don't realize that there's way more to just being clear and focused about who we want as a perfect customer. There's that deeper inner connection within ourselves that we've got to tap into, and that's the reason we're in these businesses that we've chosen. And when I tap into that about why I'm in the business I'm in, I can do this 24/7. In fact, I've been doing it for almost 20 years. And, you know, when you start a business or you have a business, it's something you love to do. And so that's what our strategic attraction planning process also helps people to tap into. Well, I see some more people are joining in. I've got everybody on mute, but I think you know how to unmute your lines. So if you'd like to share your name or what got you here or what your intention is for the call, we'd love to hear from you now. Anybody else? Well, I'll tell you, one of my intentions for today's call is to share with you about the details of strategic attraction. And I'm sorry, to share with you the details of the SACAT program, which is, SACAT is an acronym for Strategic Attraction Coaching and Training. And so the SACAT program was something that I started at the request of my own customers. And in the early days of starting the business back in 2000, 2001, the book came out, Attracting Perfect Customers, and I was doing workshops all day, all night. I did networking functions, I talked, I did, anybody would hear me speak. I would basically show up and talk about strategic attraction. And then we started doing teleclasses, and we started to get more known because our website got put up and the internet was taking us out further, and the book, when it was published, took us out further. And pretty soon people everywhere were starting to talk about strategic attraction. And the tool that I came up with, this strategy, is based on the law of attraction, that like attracts like. And so a lot of people were starting to really notice substantial results in their business, and were asking me, how can I use this same tool with my own clientele? And so I had 3 requests within 2 weeks, all, right around the same time period, and decided that it was time to certify the program. And that's what I'm sharing with you today, about a program that, if you're interested in it, you might want to take the program as a result of being a coach or a trainer or a speaker, and you'd like to have this material to use in your own programs. And I tell people that are interested in adding the strategic attraction plan as a tool to their business, that it was designed as a creative tool. And it's, well, just to back up a minute, my background is in corporate sales and marketing. So I left that career after many, many years of doing that for large companies. But what I discovered when I left is that I had to find something that I was really passionate about. And it took me about 3 years of soul searching to figure out what's important to me. And what was important to me is that I was doing a business that really lit me up, that I was passionate about, that I loved what I was doing. And so part of my strategy in the early days was just to teach people to take a look at why they're in the business they're in. Like some people say it's the big why. In strategic attraction planning, we call it what makes you tick. And so in discovering what makes me tick, I discovered that, or what I call my tick, as we call it, is being the voice of feminine spirit. So that explains a little bit to you maybe why I consider the strategic attraction process very feminine energy. Not gender related, but definitely a feminine energy that's draws on the creative parts of ourselves, the parts that likes to move and flow, the intuitive parts of ourselves. And so when I tell people they can become certified in strategic attraction planning, I want you to bring your own creativity to using it, not only with what my brilliance has been, but bring your own gifts, talents, and skills to the strategic attraction plan and make it even better. A lot of certification programs that have a similar process want you to learn it exactly the way they tell you to do it. But in my case, I want you to learn from the strategic attraction process for yourself, and then come up with a creative way of how it will enhance or improve or add to the very products and services that you're offering to your clientele. So creativity is important to me, and that's one of the reasons I left being a corporate VP person. And because I find business being one of the most creative things that a person can do. And I love the act of creating programs. I love the act of creating businesses. And I love using strategic attraction planning process to keep me creating over and over and over. In fact, I've been creating the business for the last, 18 years. So when I tell you that you can become certified, two things happen. One is you learn to use the strategic attraction plan for your own benefit. That's the most important thing, is use it for yourself so that you can get the deep dive understanding of what you're all about. And in some of the Zoominars I talk about, in both of my books, I talk about the lighthouse. And I use that metaphor that who we are in our businesses, if you would think of yourself as a lighthouse, that the purpose of your business is to let your light shine. And if the message that you're wanting to send out is a little murky or lacks clarity, or you're not really focused on who the perfect audience is for you to be serving, then people don't start to come to you. It's muddy. The signal is muddied or not clear, and it doesn't get out as far as you'd like it to get out. So in the SACAT program, what we do is we kind of wipe away all of those cobwebs, everything that's standing between you and you serving the people that you're meant to be serving with your products, your passions, your purpose, and your unique set of skills. So that's really the first aspect of the certification program, is to get clear and focused for yourself. And then the second aspect is, how do I share this with another person? Because the certification is designed to help you use this in your own business. So how do I want to use it? So part of the magical mystery tour of being part of the SACAT is unraveling how you are going to use it to enhance your offerings. And that's what the SAP, or the Strategic Attraction Plan, they call it the SAP, is all about, is you getting really, really, really into your true brilliance of products and services. Let's see, what else? I'm going to do a little bit of a screen share, and I'll kind of jump around, and then I'll answer questions. Where'd it go? Okay, why can't I find screen share? This is strange. I don't have it. There it is. Okay. I was about to call out to Carrie. I don't have a screen share to share. This is my screen. And I just wanted to, this is probably very poorly done. I'm having a designer work on it as we speak, so I can send it to you in email. But I wanted to just share with you a little bit about what's included in the SACAT program. And if you'll look over here to the left underneath the rocket ship, this is a seal that you get as part of being a certified strategic attraction coach. You can call yourself a coach or a planner or a trainer, whatever really fits you perfectly. And how the course gets delivered is through Zoom, Zoominars, as I like to call them, like this, a video classroom. And there's 12 weekly sessions. And so starting tomorrow, there's a session every Wednesday for the next 12 weeks, give or take 1 or 2 holidays that we have coming up. So the course actually is spread out through January, right through the end of January. So it starts tomorrow, and the last class will be then in January. You get your own personal, I should have turned this off. Excuse me while I'm being Should have done that sooner. Okay. You also get, this is a guidebook that you get. It's a 50-page complimentary guidebook and workbook that you get to use for your own benefit. And it includes not only good foundational business tips and ideas, it has worksheets in there that you can use for yourself when you're doing a strategic attraction plan. And it has prompts so that it, you know, jogs your memory about how to fill in side 1 or step 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it also has another part of it, how to share each part of those steps with your own clients. Then an additional part of the program is you get a complimentary laser coaching session. I don't do individual coaching sessions, you know, like if you want to just buy one, I don't usually do that. I have a package. So getting a complimentary laser coaching session could be really hot for you because a lot of transformation takes place in these calls. And I call it a laser coaching call because we just shine the light right into a situation, and I can help you bust through something that may be holding you back or give you a $1 million idea to apply to your business. I love those. Additionally, we have 12 monthly strategic attraction circles. And the attraction circles are once a month on the 4th Tuesday of each month. And this is where your Anam Cara are going to come together, your soul friends. And the soul friends are people that you meet. They're all people that either in your program or have gone through the program. And it's a mastermind. It's a goal-setting opportunity. But mostly, I'm showing you how to use the strategic attraction plan as an integral part of your day and your life. And so while you're training on it, you're also getting some practical experience and support from your community. And that's one of the things that people comment that they like about the SACAT program is getting to know each other. And you'll find yourself getting very close to one another. All right. Okay. Another thing is we have a immersion retreat, 2.5 days as part of your program. There is a little bit of an extra charge to attend, but you come together in Santa Fe, New Mexico, and I do a customized training that is a fit for each group. I have different things I've worked on. Different groups have different threads of commonality, and so I put together a retreat, and that's held for 2.5 days. Starts on a Wednesday, all day Wednesday, Thursday, half day on a Friday, and the next one will be in January, and I'll give you the dates in just a moment. But one of the things that I love about these retreats is just being together. And it's lovely to be together on the Zoom. You know, you get that visual, but there's nothing like a hug, an in-person hug, and going to dine together. And that's what the retreats are all about. So hopefully you would be able to come to that. It's not required, but it's definitely something you want to put into your calendar. Anybody have any questions? I'm kind of jumping through this, but I'll open it up in just a minute. One of the things you can expect from the SACAT program is a lot of personal clarity. That would be something that you would want to participate in the program for. I hear that all the time from entrepreneurs, that what's the hardest for them is to get clear on their own. And so I would say one of the big things that you'll take away is your own personal clarity and focus about what's important to you and where you want to take that into your business. You'll definitely be able to apply the Strategic Attraction Plus system to your business. It is a system because once you learn to use it, you'll use it over and over in different ways. Strategic attraction is really about attracting a certain kind of relationship. And if you think about it, in your business, you have many kinds of relationships. Well, I'm not going to go through each one of these, but one of the things that people have told me that they really like about being in the program is that it gives them not only that direct understanding of what they need, it also helps them to have something that they can use, such as for workshops or speaking engagements. You know, I'll show you our membership site in just a moment. Everybody would have access to a private site. And what it does is help you to, if you want to give a 5-minute talk, let's say you're going to meet at a group tomorrow, and you need a last-minute talk. I've got a 5-minute, a 10-minute, a 15-minute, a 30-minute, and a 3-hour workshop, all time-lined out and ready for you to use. I even have a program in our membership site that you could start using tomorrow to monetize your investment in this program. And not very many people give you a program, but this is one that is such that you can do it. I call it the 5 and 5, and you can use it to start making money. Let's see, got a chat. Yes, Margot, you can definitely have this brochure. I'm putting it into a little bit of a better format. I worked on this till late last night, but you can definitely use this. And you want to use to talk with others in the group? Here, I'll unmute you. I can't get you unmuted. There you go.
Okay, yeah, it's laid out really easily.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely. All right, and I'm going to mute you back because I'm a little bit. Carrie, did you have something?
Well, her second part of her question looked like she wanted to talk with other members that are in the group, and I would offer that at your convenience.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right. So let's see. So I'm going to show you the membership site in just a moment. But let's see. I already talked about the talks, the 5 and 5. You have a seal. You can call yourself when you complete the certification, which is super simple. It doesn't take a lot of time to do the SACAT program. It does take time because you have to come to each of the classes, but there's not a lot of extra homework that you have to do outside of it. But there is one thing that will be really valuable homework for you to do, and that's to work with a training partner, I call it. And that would be someone in your own life. It could be someone you live with. It could be a family member. It could be a close friend, somebody that would benefit you taking them through strategic attraction. So as soon as you're learning it from me in the class, then you turn around and share it with the training partner, and then this win-win effect happens. They get all lit up, and you get lit up because they're lit up, and then they help you to have a deeper understanding of what the program is about, or the attraction plan is about, when you train somebody else. So part of the certification is that you do that. So that's one of the certification. And then you take me through your strategic attraction planning process and get a testimonial from your client, or your training partner, I should say. And I will certify you to use the process. And, you know, I've been in business for 18 years, so I kind of have a name. Strategic attraction is a trademark symbol. Other than a couple of points of using the trademark symbol after strategic attraction and giving me or my website some kind of a notation that you got this from my training. Other than that, you can use the strategic attraction plan to benefit you and your business in any way that helps you. All right. There are some bonuses. I was telling my some of my previous clients, my loyal raving fans, about the program, and they wanted to offer you something from them. And so that's what our bonuses are, that this is going to go to the first 10 people that registered today. So the first one is an essential oil blend from Dr. Christina Boyano. She's lives here in Santa Fe, and I get the benefit of working with her. And she's a chiropractor, and she also uses essential oils that she mixes herself, customized for a person. So I've had the wonderful being the recipient of that wonderful gift. And then one of my other clients, Simber Lily Quinn, is an internationally known music teacher and harpist. And so they're collaborating on this first bonus, and they call it Push the Go Button. And it's a piece of music that Simber designed to go with this particular oil. So you're going to get that as part of the program. But it's an oil that's designed to help you clean out cobwebs that might be in your head, or any kind of resistance, or to just have more fun and enjoyment in moving your business forward. And then there's a meditation music that you can have along. Anyway, I think it's a very special gift. This is what it looks like. This is Simber over here with her harp, and this is the bottle. They call it Sacred Scents and Sounds. This is Christina. Let's see. Oh, this is totally something I got removed from here. I'm sorry. All right, don't look at that. I'm so informal. I hate to be this informal. I wish I was better organized sometimes, but this shows you what we have in an easy way. All right, Kerry Bell that you saw earlier, he is a certified SACAT, but he's also a certified passion test facilitator. And he's going to offer as a bonus to take you on through a one-on-one session with him on discovering and identifying your top 5 passions. And I don't know if you've done the passion test. I did it, and it was very revealing to me and helped me quite a bit. So it can help you as well. And then our third bonus from one of our other SACATs is from Nancy Fields, and she wrote an ebook on how she instantly created an irresistible free offer. And if you're somebody doing online marketing and you're trying to build a list, you know you need to have a free offer. Anyway, those are our bonuses, and that's the gist of what you get in the program. Any questions?
I have one.
Okay.
Just curious, for the certification, does the 2 days in New Mexico are part of it, or the certification is about the thing that you don't have to go in person, like we can do
Yeah.
online?
You don't have to come to Santa Fe for the retreat to be certified.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Come to Santa Fe because it's going to be a lot of fun and enjoyable, but that's not anything that you have to come to. All right, any other questions? All right.
Santa Fe in January, but much more pleasant than being in Quebec.
You know, I can't guarantee the weather in Santa Fe in January. I wish I could. We have had some of the most, some of the best weather in January ever, but it does snow sometimes, and it could snow. I mean, I really don't know, but it'll be, you know, we have sun, we have like 30, maybe 2 weeks at the most shady days or cloudy days, and the rest of the time is sunny. So even if it's cold, it's pretty sunny. All right, I wanted to share one other thing. This is our website. If you go to perfectcustomers.com website, up here there's something called dashboard, and that is our members only site, and that is for you as a SACAT only. It takes a password to get into it. And this is where we post your recordings. This will be your course. These are the dates. I'll give those to you, and you can print them out here. This is kind of like the overview. The first part of the program is about you. I really want you to get the benefit of the program before you start sharing it with others. And so I focus on you first, and then the second part on how to share it with other people that you might be wanting to share with in your business. And that includes if you have one-on-one coaching clients, or you have maybe you work inside of companies and you want to work, you work this. I've worked with senior executives. I've taken CEOs through the strategic attraction plan. I do workshops, live workshop, makes a fabulous workshop. People love you. When you go to a networking event, if you're a business coach and you say that you are a speaker, sometimes you can get more attention than as a business coach. Maybe you're not a speaker, but if you aspire to be or do some of that, the SACAT gives you a wonderful amount of fodder, let's say, of how to speak, because I walked into a speaking engagement after being out of the scene for a while. And I told people that I was a speaker, and they said, great, what kind of speaker are you? And I said, I talk about how to attract perfect customers to your business. And it's something that when you say that, anybody can recognize you or recognize what you're saying. It doesn't take something hard to explain. And that's what you want. When you're first getting to know people, the strategic attraction plan is a great tool to open that door. I got one of the largest corporate accounts that I ever had gotten through the strategic attraction plan. I spoke on a podcast, and the CEO that I spoke with or became a client with heard me on the podcast. And so you can do lots of things. You can talk about it on interviews, telesummits, podcasts, all sorts of things. You become a very hot topic as a certified SACAT. All right, so first, this is just the gist of the calendar. This is the dates of the SACAT retreat in January. I think that's the third week. And then we graduate on January 30th. This is your guidebook. You download it, and then the class dates are downloadable. These are some archives. Oh, and all the recordings. So this is recordings from each class are turned into YouTubes and posted each day after the class. So all classes are on Wednesday. You'll get the recording on Thursday. And you can download it. I give you lots of templates. I give you lots of information that you can use. One of the beauties of having a membership site is you get bonuses and resources, but they're there for you to use whenever you want to use them. You don't have to rush in and start downloading everything. These are just a few of the people that have participated. This list is going to be expanded. I've got my guys working on it. We just went to a new membership site, and we're still posting everything that needs to be up there. These are helpful for you as you get into some of the material here. They're case studies. People who've done my certification program, like Betsy Sobiak, she formed a coaching program called Tiara, which is a coaching program for women, and it was birthed out of the SACAT program. Alan Davidson right here. You definitely want to listen to his interview. He's the one that really, he's worked with lots of A-listers in product launches, and he has his own products and works with executives of many top-level companies. And where he always starts with them is strategic attraction. And he says it's the path to enlightenment. I always love that. And then here's a whole resource library. Each one of these has lots of different things in it. We have recordings of past events that we've done. We have downloadable files that you can keep. But this is really helpful. You know, like here's the, let's say you were going to go out and work with somebody on a strategic attraction plan. Here's a downloadable form that you could download and use today. Here's a whole workshop script and a structure. You could download that. You can make it your own, or you can use exactly what I've got there. I give you lots and lots of things. Here's another workshop, a timeline, templates, how to do a powerful share. Here's the book. You might have already gotten that. Here's a 5-minute talk. You've got to talk at someplace and they say you've got 5 minutes. Here's one, and you can, you know, just learn from different things. But here's all these resources. These all become yours. They're your library to use. So there's many of that. That was just one tab with all those resources. The recordings, we used to do teleconferences instead of Zoom. And so we have a lot of audio recordings, which are great because you can download them into your phone. And if you're going to go be on a car trip or a bus or a train, listen to it and use that while you're going along. Here's another, it's called Smart Start. Just lots and lots of information here. It's recordings, it's just different things that you can use. You can even borrow some of my things and use them as your own. Sometimes when I was getting started, the hard part in starting my business was having the product. Here's even, if you're interested in working with people around romantic partnership, here's a whole Attracting Your Perfect Mate e-guide that you can use. And here's the 5 and 5 program I mentioned. This is the product that you can sell, and it has everything in here that you might need to get started. All right, let's stop the share. And let's say hello to a few people. All right, the floor is open for questions. Anybody have any questions? We have some new people have joined in. If you'd like to ask a question, just say hello. Now's the time.
I just like to say I like the layout of what you have, and it seems really easy, and it's amazing how much support materials you provide. To do that, the nice thing, because sometimes you say, well, I'm going into this, but I need this certain thing, and I go over here and I need this, but you don't have it. So you've sort of provided this mix and match, choose as you need.
Yes.
A list of things. That's really nice.
Yes. Yeah, there's tons and tons of resources there.
One thing I'd like to add to what you're saying, Margaret, is when I first looked at doing this, what impressed me was that I've done a lot of, different courses over the years, and most of them not only cost a lot of money, but you're doing them with a lot of people in the room, so you don't get a lot of individual attention. And when I first met Jan, what I realized was what's more important is getting that attention and coming out with something that I could use, as opposed to her being interested in making a bunch of money.
Well, thank you for that, Carrie. I am interested in making a bunch of money.
And
but
yes,
I'm
yes,
also
you want to make a bunch of money. I understand that. But
But
it's two-edged
it
sword.
wasn't my first priority to make money in lieu of connecting with people. What was more important to me was connection. All right, so I haven't told you the price of the program. I will tell you that it's real easy. Let's see. Back here for a minute. In the website, under programs, this is the cost, and I will send you what I just showed you there also so you can see it laid out better. The program's $2,000. If you want to make payments, we've got 3 different options: 3 months, 6 months, 12 months. You can get started for as little as $197, and our classes start tomorrow. Let's see. You saw the schedule is starts at 1 p.m. my time. That's Mountain Time, so that's 12 noon Pacific and 3 p.m. Eastern. All right, so any more questions about the program? Okay. All right, well, what I did is I'm sending you an email tonight, and it's an invitation to register or to set up a phone call with me to chat about it. And I'm happy for you to sign up, but I'm also happy to chat with you first. And get to know you, find out what your reason would be, and see if there's a possibility big enough. Usually, if you're wanting to do a $2,000 program, you need to have something that's out there that's big enough for you to warrant spending that kind of money. And granted that this program is a lot less than many others, I will say you'll get a lot more value. You'll get more direct personal experience and connection than many other programs. Nothing irks me more to hear somebody paying thousands of dollars and not being able to really connect with the founder of the program. And so I make myself available to you for that reason. So that's what I would say. I'm inviting you today to join me. You'll get those 3 bonuses, and you can start using the program right away to get a return on your investment. And I think that's about all I have to say about it. And I'll stay on for a few minutes more. If you have any questions, I'm here to chat.
I just want to thank you for your time, and it was fun actually to at least put a face on the name and all.
Good.
And well, I will have to go, and I have no other questions. Just want to say thank you and bye before I leave the call.
All right. Thanks for being
here. I agree with that. It's nice to meet you and hear, face to a voice, and it's really a nice full program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. All right. Well, with that, thank you for being here, Carrie Bell. I hadn't seen you in a little while, so it's good to see you. Bye for now, and thanks for coming, and I look forward to talking to you real soon.